Hello and welcome to Spirit Via. Today's reading is going to be a July 2022 tarot horoscope, or a taroscope as they like to call it. It's going to be for the water signs. It's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. If you want to book a reading with me, my link is in the description box, and I also sell gemstone jewelry. This is rose quartz, and then this is the amethyst adjustable bracelets that are available in the shop, along with many more things. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first sign is going to be Cancer. So let's go ahead and pull cards for the Cancer's career for July. What's going on in your career? The Moon card reverse, some confusion, King of Pentacles, stability, and then Judgment reversed. So right off the bat, I'm seeing some confusion. There could be some illusions when it comes to your career for July. When it comes to career, the Moon card reverse talks about getting some type of clarity. Maybe something will be revealed. When it's upright, it represents confusion, chaos, not really knowing what's going on. But reverse, there could be some clarity about what's going on at your job. Possibly there could have been some sort of confusion or a conflict that brought confusion, but everyone could be figuring out what the source of the chaos is, what the source of the confusion is. It also talks about illusions, delusions. So, but usually when it comes to the moon, these illusions are created by other people. So somebody could be doing some shady business at your job, possibly. There could be some shady stuff going on. The moon reverse also talks about like tricks. It's trickster energy. Someone creating the chaos, basically. So watch out for people like that. When the confusion is going on, sit back and observe the reactions of other people and how they handle the chaos. If you got everybody that's like panicking and like, oh my goodness, what do we do? What do we do? And then you got that one person that's all calm, cool, collected, and they look like they're kind of smirking and they're kind of like sitting back and they're looking too, and you look at them looking. Okay, that's the one that started all the mess because they're sitting back and watching their handiwork, basically. King of Pentacles talks about being very successful in your position. This could be promotion energy, Cancer. You could be linking up with a mentor. The King of Pentacles, this could be a mentor that's helping you get to where you need to get to. And overall, the King of Pentacles has a good reputation in the workplace. So even though there could be some confusion going on that's brought to light, like because what's done in the dark always comes to light, I'm seeing you coming out on top because your good reputation, they're going to know like you're not the source of the drama, the confusion, because you have a good reputation behind you. You have a good reputation, but you tend to doubt yourself. And Judgment reverse, this is the self-doubt. This is not having a lot of confidence. And the thing is that when you do, if you do fail when it comes to your career, like in the workplace, all you have to do is take responsibility for your actions or your mistakes, and that'll build on your reputation. Because I mean, everyone knows, like, we're human. So when you make a mistake, you'll get a much better response if you just own up to it. And this will help build the King of Pentacles, is owning up to your mistakes. Stop doubting yourself and just own your shit. That's what I'm hearing. So just sit back and observe and try to see what the cause of the chaos is. It's telling me that everything's gonna be coming to light anyway. So just sit back, chill out, sit on your throne, focus on the coin. That's what I'm hearing. Go to work, get your coin, and go home. Someone else had that same message. I can't remember what other zodiac sign. But focus on, I'm hearing protect your reputation. You have a good reputation. People may try to throw dirt at you, try to throw stuff at you to sully your reputation. But just know that as long as you protect your reputation and own up to your mistakes when you do make them, you'll get a much better response, and people will respect you more when you own up to your actions. Show me the money for Cancers for the month of July. What's going on with Cancers? Justice is upright. I'm hearing balance. 9 of Wands upright. Protecting your finances, protecting. Okay, and then Ace of Cups reversed. And then Strength is reversed. So right off the bat, what I'm being drawn to in the Justice card is the scales, the balance. So this month, you could be more focused on bringing a balance to your finances. Things could have been out of whack, out of balance for June. You could have been overspending, or just, you could have been hit with a lot of bills. You could have been hit with a lot of, just random crap, coming out the woodwork. You could have had to go to the doctor, had to go to the hospital. You could have had to help a family member. But this month, you're kind of really taking a step back. You're sitting down and you're like, I'm cutting, like the sword is in the hand. Just like, who is it? The Capricorn. You're cutting through the bull crap when it comes to your money, bringing things back to balance, really focusing on building up your savings account, really saving your money, and only putting your money in solid investments. And this 9 of Wands, what it's telling me is that you're really withdrawing, and you're really being defensive when it comes to your finances. So you can have nosy people asking about your money, and you're just like, get out of my business. They could be asking you how much you make just so they can see if they can ask you for something, and you're just like, that's none of your business. I'm not going to lend you any money. I lent you money last month. Why are you asking me again? Because that's like the look on his face. He's got that wand in his hand, and he's like, he's ready to whack somebody with it if they come at him at any kind of way. So you could be changing up your portfolio, like your investments is what I'm hearing. So you could be changing, like for example, like I'm not a finance person at all whatsoever. So you could be switching from risky stocks to more stable stocks, especially considering like what's going on with the stock market. So overall, you're going to be focusing on bringing balance and protection for your finances. 9 of Wands also talks about like being like pressure, like there could be some like financial what am I trying to say, constraints. So you could be this is like the living paycheck to paycheck card. Like there's pressure on your finances, like, so you are defensive because you really don't have the room to play around with your money. So that means shopping sprees, you're probably not gonna do that this month. Going out every night with the friends, you're probably not gonna do that either every night, because I'm feeling like it's like pressure for you, and that pressure can cause you stress. So just so you're not stressing, you should make a budget, stick to the budget, and whoever has a problem with it, they're just gonna have to understand, because you don't have the luxury of, you don't have the wiggle room for July. Ace of Cups, it plays into the 9 of Wands with that pressure and not having the wiggle room, because Ace of Cups is like a disappointment. Like your finances are not where you want them to be. That's why you're bringing balance back into things, and that's why you're so defensive, and that's why you're turning things around, and you're saving your money. Like you are holding on to that money. Like he's holding on to this wand right here. You're holding on to your money because there could be some type of financial loss. Like I'm saying, like things were crazy in June. You might have some unexpected expense come up, and that pushes you to the 9 of Wands with the holding on to your money for dear life. But just know that this too shall pass. Things may be better next month, but for this month, what I would do is make sure you save your money. If you haven't experienced the loss already, save your money. Maybe put some money to the side, so that way You'll be prepared. Whatever extra money that you have from your job, what I would do is put it to the side just in case something pops up, because this Ace of Cups reverse talks about some sort of financial loss. So bring it back into balance, but put something to the side to save up, just in case there's something that unexpected comes your way. What's going on in the Cancer's love life? Every time I talk about love, I always sound like that. I'll be like, love. Buddy love. Wasn't that from, wasn't Buddy Love? Oh, a card just dropped. Let's see what that one says. Oh, Queen of Cups reverse. You Cancers. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to throw shade at y'all, but y'all are a little needy sometimes. Y'all are emotional. Y'all are known as the emotional zodiac. I mean, and that's great. Like, you Cancers can use that to your advantage. When you're living positively, when you're in positive energy, you can use that to your advantage, and you're really good at being empaths because you feel so much. You can channel that energy so well when it's done right. But we're talking about Cancers here, so of course cups are going to show up when it comes to love for y'all. Ace of Cups reverse. There could be some breakups going on. You walking away with someone. And then Two of Pentacles, not knowing what to do, like juggling a decision. So what? Right off the bat, I'm sorry, Cancers, but it's just not looking good when it comes to your love life, because you have the Queen of Cups reversed. It talks about like an overly sensitive person. You could be feeling overly sensitive. You could be feeling like particularly needy at this time. And I'm just going to be honest with you. That type of energy may be a turnoff for your partner, or may turn people off. So there could be an issue regarding what you're needing from a relationship versus what you're getting, because the Queen of Cups reverse also talks about someone that's putting in more than what they're getting out. And I tell you, like, people can sit there and act like they're okay with like a one-sided relationship, but deep down, that stuff is for the birds. Like, deep down, like, nobody is really okay with putting in more effort than they're receiving at the end of the day. Like subconsciously, they're not okay with that. Okay, because the Ace of Cups shows that it's reversed. So the love is fading away. Like, there's some sort of separation going on. You know, we're not really feeling the love for July for y'all. If you're single, you could be having issues like in your dating life, because what I'm hearing is falling too fast. And when you fall too fast, you appear to be like needy and too emotional when it comes to whoever you're dating with. And that's kind of turning people off. So be careful with that for July. You know, it's okay to be emotional sometimes, you know, but when you're dating people, you don't want to be overly emotional to begin with, you know. If you have a connection, you have a connection, but you don't want to jump the gun and be falling in love within, you know, a day, 2 days with someone. Like, kind of back off, and don't be reckless. Don't be reckless. With that Page of Wands, it talks about someone that is like unable to commit, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you're falling in love with people that can't give you a commitment. And that's pretty reckless. Like, you need to be asking the right questions and really vet people when you're dating. If you're in a relationship and you're with someone that just is unable to commit to you, break that off. And I'm seeing you're going to break it off anyway because you're getting tired of it. But if you're wondering if you should break it off, I would go ahead and do it, because it's really hurting you emotionally that this person is not giving you the same energy that you're giving them, basically. The Page of Wands, that's like, this is like the Rolling Stone card right here. Like, this is someone that's searching for love everywhere. And it's like the Jack of all trades and master of none. You got your hand in so many pots, you can't even feel one. Kind of bring the energy back to you and focus on you. And when you build yourself, then the one that's for you will come to you because you're on the same energy and same wavelength, the same frequency as them. Okay, but when you're all needy and too emotional, you're always going to go after people that can't commit to you. It's a cycle is what I'm hearing. So stop hurting yourself because you deserve better than that. You deserve someone that's going to commit to you and love you like you deserve to be loved. But you also have to love yourself first. Ooh. Slow and steady, like I was saying. Encouragement. So like I was saying, take things slow and steady when it comes to this relationship stuff. You know, don't jump into things. Don't rush. I know things can get exciting and you just want to be loved and you just want to be with your person, and that's okay. But slow and steady wins the race. Okay? It's bringing me what's coming into mind is the story of the rabbit and the turtle. I don't know the story word for word, but all I'm going to say is that with that story, you had the rabbit and the turtle racing. At the end of the day, the turtle ran the race. Slow and steady won the race in that case. The rabbit lost. Even though the rabbit was faster, the rabbit was not focused on the race. The rabbit's mind was all over the place. So the rabbit could not focus on the task at hand. I don't know if that's a story word for word, but that's a story that's coming into my head right now. So take what resonates. And then too, you have here encouragement. So this could be an encouragement for what I'm thinking of is like the inner child, because you have the mother here and you have the child. Nurture your inner child, you know, heal your inner child. And one great way to do that is to what I'm hearing is like talk to your family, like spend time with family. That is a way to heal your inner child. Like have a good time with family. Focus on things like that and focus on yourself. But you can do it. You can do it. It can also cause mess in your life. So, you know, take a step back, take things slow. Remain positive. You know, even with everything that may be going on in July, always remain positive because this too shall pass. And what do I say? Wait, slow and steady, wait. And what do we have here? The woman right here, the angel has, I think these are flowers growing out of her hands. So this is abundance growing out. So don't fret on the negative, focus on the positive, and something will grow out of it. Scorpios, let's take a look at your career for July. Oh, card drop. Oh boy, there could be some conflicts at work. Because what I'm being reminded of is, I'll never forget, I was at a job before. And I got into an argument with one of my coworkers. I was a manager at the time. And I got into it with one of the other employees. And because what happened is that they didn't like that I reprimanded them for something that they did that was against the rules. The issue was, if I didn't reprimand them, I was going to get in trouble. Like, my job is on the line now. But they didn't like that. So they decided to argue with me. But the issue is, instead of me being the bigger person and stopping the argument and walking away, I exchanged that energy with them. So what my supervisor told me at the time, she was like, now they're wrong, but you're wrong too for engaging them. Because guess what? At the end of the day, when you look at it from the outside, looking at you two argue, if someone had passed by, the only thing that they would see is two fools arguing. They don't know who is who. They don't know who's right or wrong. All they see is two fools arguing, because it don't matter at that time. So what I'm hearing is, don't be the fool. Okay. Don't be boo-boo the fool. That's what my mom used to say. Don't be boo-boo the fool, because I promise you, avoid that conflict is what I'm hearing. And then Four of Swords, because I'm telling you, that conflict, this is nail in the coffin right here. That conflict could be the end of your job. Are you Scorpios? Like, y'all are spicy. Y'all are spicy. But don't let anyone, you know, affect your livelihood, because it's really not worth it. Oh, some cards dropped. So these were like sideways. I don't know how they appeared, but see the Devil, the Hermit, and then Six of Cups is reversed. So right off the bat, the Devil, that's a toxic energy. You could be in a toxic work situation that's caused you to really feel isolated at work, the Hermit. So situations like that are pretty tough, because when you're in a workplace and you're feeling like everyone is up against you, it can be really hard, because just every single little thing that you do, you have a target on your back. So as soon as you make a mistake, like people, I'm telling you, like in the workplace, people document. People will send them emails and CC a supervisor just to try to start something with you. Like, that's like, don't you hate that passive aggressive stuff? People love to CC a bunch of people that have nothing to do with the situation on the email. Don't you love workplace situations? But this is, if you're in a toxic work situation, really try to separate yourself from that energy. You could be, what I'm hearing is, you could have a friend at work where you think they're your friend, but they're really like with the other side, the devil, making a deal with the devil, like you two right here. That person ain't your friend. So just know that keep it business, keep everything business-like, and make sure that you're documenting everything yourself too. Whenever you talk to someone, make sure that you document it. Like what I'm hearing is CYA, cover your ass. So if you talk to someone, make sure that you document what was said. If you're talking to a supervisor, make sure you document what was said. And you can send, and if depending on the environment, you can send an email saying, hey, like, this is just a follow-up to what we talked about, and then list everything we talked about and say, I'll go ahead and make sure that this gets done, and I'll get on it, and I'll update you as soon as it's done. Stuff like that. Because then, like, somebody can turn around and say, well, I didn't say that. We didn't talk about that. I don't recall. You know, people's favorite word is I don't recall. People may be antagonizing you too. What I'm hearing is don't take the bait. And Six of Cups is like the past card. So it's the repeating the negative patterns. So Scorpios, I love y'all, but sometimes we have to take a step back and say, am I the problem? Am I the problem? You know, because this talks about repeating bad habits, repeating negativity. And it also means leaving the comfort of your job, like leaving, going away. So, because you see here, they're being offered something, and reverse, you're fired. So just take stock. Like, even though you may feel like everybody's against you, I mean, at the end of, I hate to say this, but I mean, everybody's not lying. I mean, if you're at a workplace and nobody likes you, sometimes you have to step back and say, am I the problem? Take accountability, take responsibility. You know, don't be the source of toxicity in the workplace, because it's just not good. But if you take stock and you're like, okay, I know everybody else is the problem, then that's when you have to kind of protect yourself. Keep everything cordial, keep everything professional. That is the best protection in the workplace. Be professional. When someone else is unprofessional, document it and notify your supervisor if things get inappropriate. That's the best thing you can do. And don't just talk to your supervisor. Send your supervisor an email. CYA. Okay? Stay away from toxic energy. If the job is toxic and you gotta go, make sure you have another job to go to before you go. And then you gotta think, if you go to the next job and all of a sudden it's a toxic environment over there too, and everything drama, bull crap, take stock and say, okay, is it me? Because I left that job over there and the same thing happened over here, because we're repeating patterns. And it could be something like unconscious that you're doing, like you don't realize you're doing it. So, you know, examine yourself is what I'm hearing. Let's see about the money for y'all. Yeah, you got kind of serious there. Let's see. Card fell. Page of Cups. Okay. Then it looks like we have 2 more cards. So, that Seven of Pentacles is really taking a look at everything that you've built and trying to figure out if it's really worth it. But you could be getting some information. What I'm being drawn to with the page is like the fish giving a message to the page right here. So, warning comes before destruction is what I'm hearing. You know, it's time to analyze those finances and prepare. Because when the Tower comes up, when it comes to money, that is a definite financial disaster. You know, I'm trying to be positive for y'all. I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that. But what I'm trying to do is to tell you to adjust things and get prepared. Just like who was it? Who was it? Was it the Cancers that I said for them to put some money to the side? Put some money to the side to prepare for this Tower moment. Be prepared because something's coming. What I'm hearing is there could be some evictions for some of you. Because what I'm being drawn to is like they're kicked out of the Tower. The people falling out. There could be some evictions. There could be some, what I'm hearing is some home damage possibly from weather. Because I'm being drawn to the clouds too. There could be some unexpected big financial, situations coming up that you're not prepared for. Since you're watching this video, you can prepare. So just what I would do is stick to a budget. Sit up here, figure out the money. Put some money to the side because you don't need it. The Page of Cups also talks about like this is the Dreamer card right here, because with the fish right here, like fish like appear in dreams a lot. Fish is like the messenger. This is like the dream state. So what I'm hearing is get your head off the clouds, okay? Because with you Scorpios, you may have unrealistic expectations when it comes to your money. You may think that you got it, but you don't really got it, possibly. So what I would do is be careful with that overspending. Make a tight budget. Make a tight budget. I keep hearing, put money to the side, put money to the side, put money to the side. I keep hearing this in my head over and over and over and over again. Okay? Get out of, stop daydreaming, because it's about to get real. Seven of Pentacles also talks about putting in effort when it comes to your finances. Like, it's a slow investment. Pentacles is slow. It's building wealth. It's building. So you got to put in effort if you want to be wealthy, if you want abundance. So what I'm hearing is that you haven't really been putting in the effort, but you expect to be abundant. And that doesn't make any sense because like faith without works is dead. So you're not doing any work. You're not doing the work. And you're thinking that you're going to be a rich person in a mega mansion on a hill with a private jet. But you're sitting at home playing video games all day. What are you building? What I'm hearing is the foundation is shaky. You haven't built a solid foundation. So when this Tower moment comes, you're not going to know what to do. But you can prevent that if it hasn't happened already. It's like what's that song from Lion King? Be prepared. You know the song, that Scar song? What I'm hearing, that's the song that popped in my head. I love that song, by the way. But you need to get your money up, build your money up, because you don't need it. And you really want to be careful, because when I brought up that career stuff, with you possibly having a conflict that may cost you your job, you need to be saving your money. Save your money. If you know you're going out the door, save your money. Because they could be pulling the okie doke on you and giving you your walking papers, giving you the pink slip. So save your money. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just trying to help you be prepared for it. Give me love. What's going on in the love life of Pisces? I hope that's looking better for y'all. What about the love life for Scorpios? Did I say Pisces? I don't know if I did. Give me the love life for Scorpios. What's this? Queen of Swords. There's some unclarity. Queen of Swords it's like the Queen of Swords is a very like blunt person. She doesn't take any BS. There's some lies going on, some deceit. See, the Moon reversed and the Lovers reversed. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords reversed is talking about like it can be a toxic situation, manipulation. This is a very brutal person. So you could be dealing with someone that's, you know, that's a mean person that doesn't really care about your feelings, or you know, you Scorpios are pretty spicy, so you all are with the shits too. So you could be in that energy of, I don't have time for the BS. But even though you're trying to protect yourself, you can be overdoing it, and you can be well, what am I trying to say? What I'm hearing is a nasty individual. Don't be. I'm hearing nice nasty. We've had a lot of reverse moons too in these readings. A lot of July just seems to be a lot. It gives a lot of moon energy, confusion, and just like when it's reversed, this talks about deception, illusions, like it's a paranoid feeling. So you may have been hurt in the past, so now you feel like you gotta protect yourself, but when you're protecting yourself, you're hurting others, is what I'm hearing. And just like the Queen of Swords, the Lovers reversed, this is like a cold energy. Like there's an imbalance here when it comes to your love life. What I'm hearing is cold hearted. Isn't that Rick James? I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but I swear I thought it was him. Oh no, it was cold blooded, or it's blooded. I'm not sure. It's that song that popped into my head. But just be careful with that energy, because you don't want to be the one causing like hurt, pain, suffering to other people. But hurt people. So just cut through the BS, but give people grace. You know, you don't want us to be spreading negativity. If you're single, there could be imbalances when it comes to how you're dating people. Or you might just feel lonely. Slow and steady. Heal the ouch. This month, focus on your healing. You know, there's going to be a lot thrown at you from all directions. You're going to feel like, you know, everybody's out to get you, but don't feel like that. You know, remain in positive energy and remain in love and think positively. Focus on the positive. And what I'm getting is all this stuff, like even this year I'm getting is it could be just in particularly, and then within the next few months, what I'm getting is in particularly this year could be pretty tough for you. But what I'm getting is that it's preparing you. It's getting you ready for 2023. Because I'm getting that something crazy is going to happen for you. It's going to be a whole new year. Okay, there could be something going on with your zodiac, with your placements, where this is the year where you have to really go through some to get to the other side, to get to the greener grass. So not all is lost. Like every zodiac, everybody goes through these phases in different years. So this is just your year to deal with the craziness and the hard stuff, the tough stuff. But in the end, you're gonna come out on top. Everything's is going to balance itself out going into next year. I know this isn't a yearly reading, but that's what I'm pulling out now. You know, connect with your guides, connect with your ancestors, your angels to help you during this time. Because when you connect with the divine, it can soften the blow of things. Okay, it's getting you ready for your destiny, you know, for your true path. Next, we're going to do Pisces. Sorry if you hear like a noise in the background. That's my dehumidifier on. I'm in the South, so it's humid here. I have to make sure that my place is, you know, that my place has the correct humidity in there. So I apologize for that if you hear that in the background. That's why I have on my headphones, so you can hear me very clearly. But let's go ahead and move on. So for Pisces, let's go ahead and pull the career for the Pisces out there. Knight of Wands. Some reckless energy coming in. This was like this when it fell out. Four of Cups, taking charge of your career, making decisions, making a plan, getting off your behind. And then the moon reversed again. You're like, and then we have Knight of Pentacles. It could be an offer, but the thing is that with this Knight, this is the slowest night of all. So something could be coming for you on the horizons, but this could take months, like, or within a year, possibly, that you could be changing jobs or receive a new job if you're trying to leave your current career or your current situation. But this is a long-term thing going on here. So with career, Knight of Wands this is a reckless individual, but when it comes to like the workplace, this is the Knight of Wands. He is not very reliable. This is a person that, like, when it's upright, you see they go charging into things. So for July, what I'm hearing is that you could be possibly rushing into a new opportunity, possibly, or rushing things when it comes to the workplace. And then it coincides with this Four of Cups with taking charge. That's what I'm hearing. I keep hearing taking charge, taking charge, taking charge. But the thing is that when you rush work, you don't really focus on attention to details. So that means that when you do a rush job, things are not, the quality of the work comes into question and the quality goes down. So be careful about rushing projects at work or rushing just in general when it comes to the workplace, because then things may not turn out into your favor. The Wands, the Knight of Wands is not as fast as the Knight of Swords, but it's still like rushing, essentially. But even you may be, I'm hearing short timer, so you may jump into a job and then jump right back out. There could be some job hopping going on until you get the dream opportunity that you've been waiting for. But very, like, with Pisces, like, usually you're very like watery and flowy, but for July you're very like headstrong, taking charge into the situation. And then too, I'm hearing like you could be butting heads with people because of this Knight right here. And then we have the Moon card reverse. When it comes to work, the Moon card it's about illusions, deception, maybe some type of sabotage going on. But the thing is that you're taking charge of the situation and you're controlling the narrative. That's what I'm hearing. So avoid the conflicts, try to avoid the confusion in the workplace, because the confusion is kind of setting you up for failure. And what I'm thinking of too is that when you're rushing into a job that you take, like, it's a job that you don't really care for, but you take it because either you need money, you need experience. You're rushing into chaos. Like you're rushing in blindly. Like I'm hearing like going into battle blind right now. So be careful. Really do your research when it comes to the companies. Do your research when it comes to the job description, the job title, and the other employees there. Ask questions, look on Google and look up questions that you can ask during the interview and really grill these jobs, because don't forget, you're interviewing them too to see if you're a match for them. But don't let your need for money overtake logic when it comes to going to these jobs, because I'm hearing again, job hopping until you get this opportunity. But it's gonna be down the line that you actually are in like your dream position. All right, what about the money for Pisces? Some cards fell out. Should we take these? Ooh. So, and then, well, that was still at the bottom anyway for Knight of Pentacles. But when it comes to money, there could be some tough times ahead, Pisces. You may want to save your money. You may not want to overspend. You may not want to go out too much. And you've had the same, like so far, most of the readings that I've done for the Zodiacs, it's about bringing things back into balance, you know, kind of penny pinching, withdrawing, saving your money. Because I think in general, it's the economy that's really whooping everybody's behind in July. So with the sun, you may be like feeling overconfident when it comes to your finances, but don't get cocky is what I'm hearing. Do not. But anything that's throwing you around, any hardships, it's only temporary, because we have the sun here. Any darkness, light will come in next, because even though like night only lasts a few hours and then the sun comes back up. So this too shall pass. Whatever you experience, it's only going to be temporary. Any type of setbacks that you deal with. The Fool, really, to me, like I was saying, save your money. Be careful about what am I trying to say? Unnecessary purchases, because the Fool reverse is a fool, a foolish person. So don't be foolish when it comes to your money. Be careful about where you're putting it, not just for buying material things, but it can also be like investments. Be careful where you're putting your energy, your time, and your money. Because I'm like I was saying, the overall energy of July is save your money. This is for everybody. I don't know what's about to go down. I don't know what's about to happen, but I think something is going to happen. It could be something about the markets. When I'm thinking of something about the markets crashing even further, I know the markets technically did crash, but I'm seeing it getting worse. So don't forget, the markets affect real life. You know, there's alleged manipulation going on with the markets, but at the end of the day, when the markets go down, companies start downsizing. So don't think just because you're secure now that things can't change tomorrow. Because remember, companies are not going to warn you before they lay you off. They're going to let you know the day of. Because, I mean, that's what most companies do anyway. Because they don't want people to go get lawyers and start suing and stuff. So they're going to let you know the day of that you're laid off. So be careful with that. What I'm hearing too is a fool and his money soon depart. That saying. Like I'm saying, you may not need that shopping spree. You may not need to go to the spa this month. You may not need to go out to the bars every night. The overall energy is being conservative this year. When it not this year. I mean, it could be this year too, but just this month in particular. And then, of course, the Hierophant. This represents the tradition, the institutions, the banks and stuff. Make sure that you're keeping your money safe. Like this, it's the same message that I keep saying. Keep your money safe. That means you need to be putting money in your bank account. If you don't trust the banks, okay, you need to buy something else that's secure. Maybe a mutual fund, a 401k, a IRA. What else can you do? Bonds, treasuries, I don't know. I'm not a finance person. This is not financial advice, but this talks about, this is the institution, tradition, you know. So you need to be putting your money somewhere that it is safe. When you get that check, you shouldn't be withdrawing the money and going to the Gucci store, because Gucci is not going to pay the light bill. Gucci is not going to pay your rent, your mortgage. Gucci is not going to feed you, clothe you, and keep you comfortable when it's time to retire. Because by the time you retire, that Gucci may not even be worth anything. Gucci ain't no bank. Louis not an IRA. If you got it like that and you're abundant, by all means, do what you want to do with your money, but maybe not this month. So let's bring the love messages. You know, when I separated the deck, I saw this Nine of Swords. I tried to ignore it. I really did. But, you know, Spirit is like, oh, you gonna learn today. You gonna see this. Spirit got something to say to y'all. So, Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, and then Five of Wands. Yeah, that's Five of Wands. So right off the bat, you could be in a toxic situation that you've been choosing to stay in just because you don't want to be alone. Six of Swords. I'm going to pull out these two cards right here. We have 6 and 8, right? We have Six of Swords reverse, which means that you're not changing, you're resisting change, you're doing the same thing over and over. This could be repeating patterns, stuck in the past, not moving on. Eight of Swords, you see right here, the woman is trapped by the swords, right? But and she's blindfolded, she can't see beyond the situation. So it's like, but she's not totally like surrounded by the swords. All she has to do is take off the ropes here and take off the blinders, and she can leave the situation. But for some reason in July, it's like you're choosing to stay in a toxic situation, and then you're up crying at night with the Nine of Swords. Like you're upset about a situation that you're choosing to be in. And because it's by choice. You can end it, you can separate, you can end this all you want to. But it could be some sort of passive aggressive energy too, because Five of Wands here is reversed. So that's about avoiding conflict. So you could be avoiding what is it? Facing the situation. You don't want to face the situation. Because it's like you want to keep the peace, but there's really not any peace. It's a false sense of peace, really. Because what's happening? You're up crying at night. So you're not really at peace when it comes to your love life and your relationships. So why are you keeping up the facade is what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe you'll get it towards the end of the month and then walk away from the situation. But the Eight of Cups is telling you to walk away because it's not worth your peace. It's really not. So some of you may be, and then too, I'm hearing too that some of you may feel like, you know what, it's not even worth it. This person that I'm with is like talking to a brick wall. So I'm gonna avoid the conflict and ghost them. Some of you may be ghosting people because you don't want to face the situation. So instead of being an adult and sitting down and talking with someone, or it's the fact that they can't be talked to, you're ghosting them. You're walking away from that, which is good because it's showing a toxic situation. The change starts with you. You have to be the change. You have like 1, 2, 3. You have 4 swords. Four cards with swords in there. 8, 9, 6, and 1. It's not worth your peace, really. You shouldn't be up at night, crying, being upset, having anxiety over a relationship. A relationship should add to you. A relationship should, bring you like joy. It should, you should share joy between you two. You shouldn't have anxiety. You have anxiety because you can go, but you're choosing not to. It's like it's self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted because no one is there like guarding her. And you see this opening, she could walk away, but she's choosing not to. So what are you going to choose? Pisces, what are you going to do? Unexpected visitors. Okay. Then we got goblins. Ooh. So someone may pop up. Someone may pop up on you. And you see how like she's like sitting up here hiding behind the door. It's like she's creaking the door open, looking out. Like, who is it? Someone may try to pop up on you. But I'm looking at the white rabbit too. That represents like purity, the cleansing. Make sure you're doing your protection work too. Protect your home. Protect your energy, protect your peace. But some of you may have an unexpected visitor at your doorstep. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Some family may be just popping up on you, checking on you. But yeah, be prepared for somebody. Or this could be, you could get a phone call as well from somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time. Somebody hitting you up. What I'm hearing too is some of you may get like an animal. This could be an animal popping up at your home. Could be a stray. It could be someone else's pet that they abandoned. It could be one of your soulmates, a pet, a soul pet, something like that. Because you know animals can be a part of your soul family. So you may have a pet, an animal, show up at your doorstep. All right, what do the angels got to say? Get more information. Okay, so to me, it's playing into the unexpected visitors. So when people pop up on you, or when you hear from people that you haven't heard from in a long time, ask questions. Ask them why are they hitting you up all of a sudden? You know, they may try to play with you and try to play like, oh, like I just missed you. No. Get more information. And also, it reminded me of the message about your finances. Really research where you're putting your money to. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, but seek an advisor to figure out where you need to put your money. Seek an advisor about your career too. Like I've drawn this card multiple times for multiple zodiacs for this month. Everyone needs to, I'm here to educate yourself. Get more information, research, do your research when it comes to your money and your career. Please do your research. You know, you can ask someone that's already in that field. Because the Pisces, you had the job hopping energy when we asked about your career. But instead of having to job hop all the time, try to sit down and talk to someone. And if you know what you want to do with your life, you need to be talking to someone that's already there. They are a resource. Use your resources. And if you don't have anyone, okay, you got Reddit, you got Google. If you want to actually talk to someone like an actual person, then I'm hearing Reddit. Talk to someone on Reddit. Pick their brain about their career, about what they've done with their money. And also too, what is reminding me of is get more information. And this could be directly related to you, but if you're invested in meme stocks, possibly, get more information. This card was, I think this card came out on my economy reading, I believe. I'm not sure, but it's popping into my head right now about that too. Because if you saw my reading, then you know the cards that I pulled in that situation with the meme stocks. But overall, do your due diligence. I'm getting tongue-tied over here, so my mouth getting dry. All right, this concludes the July tarot horoscope or taroscope for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I enjoyed doing this reading for you. Don't forget, if you want to book a reading with me, my link is in the description box. And I also sell handmade gemstone jewelry like this. So enjoy your holiday, if you celebrate, that is. You know, some people don't, but I want you all to be blessed. All right, bye-bye.